What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 86th episode of Corvette Weekly. We are 14 away from the big 100. We're still working on exactly what that means and exactly what that's going to entail. But yeah, we have an idea. There's one idea floating around out there. We're still working on whether or not that's going to be good for everybody involved, but we'll figure it out. So what's up, everybody? It's nice to see all of you. Yeah, looks like we got a lot of the same names over here. BPR Z06 is in the house. That's good. I wanted to address a comment that's popped up here pretty early on, and it was from Ronald Jackson saying, has everyone seen the article on Corvette Blogger regarding the C8 pileup in Michigan? It appears to be transmission related. Ronald, if you're still in here, could you please talk a little bit more about this, because I looked at the Corvette Blogger website and I could not find anything about that. So if it is transmission related, I would like to read a little bit more about it, because that could definitely affect all of us here. So let me know what specifically that article said, if you could. DBM Racing, what's going on? He's in the house here. Says evening all. Larry Anthony. Hey Steve. Hey Jason. LA Larry, yeah. Mark Cutsey. I was actually talking about you earlier, Mark Cutsey, because I was down at the Blackout Tinting in Gibsonia. I was with a subscriber who was getting a Segala kit installed on his Z06 while it's at Blackout Tinting. And his next stop after here was Hawaii. And I was like, man, is Mark getting some Segala parts? But I think you have everything you need already on the car. Michael McCurry, what's up? Oh, nice. Nice. In Myrtle Beach.
Carlos is on.
Michael, I'm actually going to be in Myrtle Beach for Christmas. So, depending on how close to Myrtle you live, maybe we could have dinner or something. Yep. Carlos is in the house. What's up, man? Just got on. What's up, guys and all? Yeah, I'm waiting to hear an answer back about the transmission. Okay, so he says it was just on Corvette Blogger a minute ago regarding all the cars that are there. They are saying it's DCT related. I looked at their website. I'm not seeing that, but it would make sense. Oh, Mark Kartsy says it's not him, but it's a friend of mine. Nice. I know Hawaii is not that huge, and I know there can't be that many Z06s down there, so I figured it would probably be you, but if it's a friend, that's cool. Let him know I just talked to Alex today, and he's going to be, the next trip he's making is to Hawaii to do whatever your friend is getting done. So that's pretty cool. Oh, okay. Michael McCurry is 5 minutes away from the dealership where I got my car. All right. Well, like I said, I'm going to be down there it'll actually be the day after Christmas. So if you're around, shoot me an email or something. Mark Lane. Same goes for you. I'll be in the area the day after Christmas. D's Ride says, good evening, gents. What's up, D? How you doing? Mr. T says styling cues taken from the new C8 GT3R. I thought the same thing. I've actually posted a couple pictures talking about how I think the ZR1 might take some design elements, because the design already exists. You might as well make it something other than a car that 99% of the world will never be able to drive. Cool. Michael, shoot me an email, horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com, and we'll work out the details. All right, guys. So yeah, Paul Yunker says, be nice to know what transmissions were affected. Corvette Blogger alluded to a new 2024 issue. Huh. That's interesting. That would be nice to know exactly what's going on, though. John Perkins is in the house. He's the guy that won the giveaway last week. I'm curious, John, have you gotten your item yet?
What did we give away last week?
It was the wind.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I want that. Yep.
Steven Rapp says, Justin, with all your mods, your car needs to be car of the week with a full review. I'm actually working on that video as we speak. I wanted to put up a full review of the car because I haven't done one yet. and another video that goes over all of the changes that I made, because there have been a good bit. Jerry says, thanks again for the Z07 wheel spacer info. You're very welcome. DBM Racing says he just got the Z back in the garage from 4K HD photo shoot and drone video shoot for upcoming YouTube vids. It was an amazing day to drive the Z today. Ceramic coating on Expel PPF and it pops. Yeah. That carbon flash has such heavy metallic flake in it. When you ceramic coat that, it ends up just... It takes it to a whole nother level because it adds a dimension to it. It almost looks like it's 3D popping off the paint. It's awesome. Great White North Corvette says different castings on the new transmission. What, Steve?
I'm watching Jason. I'm reading the comments and I see Jason go. I don't have any audio from Jason.
Oh, Jason, we're not hearing audio from you. Why? What the heck's going on?
I keep seeing him, but see?
Yep, no audio, Jason. You might maybe try leaving and coming back. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. Oh, there you go.
Oh, it's working?
Yeah.
So it does work like that.
It does work. There you go. Jeez. Yeah, we for life, I can't find anything there either, so I'm not sure if it's just not showing for everybody or what. Let's see. Jason, is that a blue screen behind you? Are you really in Hawaii? What?
Yeah, that's why I was looking behind me. I'm like, what's behind me?
I was gonna say, there's nothing back there looks like you're in Hawaii.
All right, to be honest with you, I'm in Hawaii. But
yeah, he put a green screen on to make it look like he's in Dallas, but he's actually he's on the beach right now.
I am, man. Drinking Coronas and margaritas.
Matt Hurley says, I installed the carbon fiber waterfall I won from you guys on my new, to me, Z07. Looks awesome. I bet it does. Matt, if you could, shoot me a picture of that. I can pop it up on the screen here if you can send one over on Instagram.
Maybe he needs tonight's giveaway.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. I don't know why sometimes it's in my head and then it takes forever to come out, but yeah. So guys, the sponsor of tonight's video right here, look at that. Paragon Performance. They are sponsoring tonight's live video with a product of theirs that I am very happy to have. I know Steve is very happy to have it, and Jason is very happy because he's a happy guy. He doesn't have it, but he can't have it, and there's a reason.
I can't.
So here's what we're going to be giving away tonight, guys. This is from Paragon Performance. It is the C8 Corvette carbon fiber hood struts. Now, it's kind of confusing here. It's not for the hood. It's for the hatch, for your rear hatch. But basically, Steve and I have these, and we know exactly why they're beneficial. But I'm going to go through what Paragon Performance actually says about these things, because there's some actually really nice details to these that I didn't even know. The first one is the entire shaft of this thing is stainless steel. Obviously, the body of it is visible carbon fiber. And me and Steve have already noticed that it opens fully. So you don't, with the stock struts, it opens and then you got to push it up the extra couple inches. These ones open all the way up fully right off the bat. The best part of this is where it says how much you actually save weight with these things. So the OEM struts together are 5 pounds. These ones are basically 2.5. So you're literally saving 2.5 pounds off of struts that hold up your hatch. And the C8 is already a little overweight. So saving weight like this on these tiny little things, it's awesome. It's a fantastic thing. So like I said, Steve and I, we both have these things and we love them. You can win.
Well, if you have a coupe and mine did it, so when I used to open it up, it used to go, it kind of jagged on the way up. This is a full smooth open and close.
And it goes up, what, 2 or so inches further, or 4 inches? Yeah. What is it?
4 inches.
4 inches
well,
more.
it opens the same amount that the stock can. It's just when the stock opens, it's like this, and then you got to push it up the rest of the way.
Yeah.
So these ones will open up all the way right off the bat. They look really good, obviously carbon fiber. So if you have any other carbon fiber on your car, it's going to match it. Basically, you can win these things, and the best way to do it is with Venmo. If you send $100, you'll get 2 times entries, so you'll get 20 entries to win, and you're going to get a free Vet Syndicate t-shirt as long as you pay with Venmo, whether you win or lose. So if you send in $100 and you're not chosen to win the struts, you'll still get a free shirt. So that way you're getting something. It's better than nothing, you know? So again, guys, that is the giveaway for tonight. So if you are interested, every $10 is a entry. And if you want to go big or go home, it's a $100 donation. You'll get a free shirt, and you get 2 times entries for this. So there it is. Paragon Performance, always hooking us up. They have really, I mean, basically, it seems like they've sponsored the majority of the build on my C8 Z06 because a lot of the parts on there are from Paragon. So, yeah, I can't say anything bad about them. They have been absolutely fantastic to all of us here, and they gifted us a set of struts to give away tonight. So get yourself entered and get some struts. Let's see.
Mark Cutsey had a good reply. The one
what's his
instance
reply?
that 2 inches means a lot.
I knew at one point in my head I was saying that it has a stainless steel shaft. I was like, here we go. Steve is going wild with this one.
Yep.
All right, Steven Raps, the first one to donate tonight. He donates $20, so he gets entered twice to win the struts. Actually, Steven, I think you have. Pretty sure he has a convertible, so these will not work with the convertible. Just so you know. So if you have a convertible, these struts will not work. But if you throw in a $100 donation, I'm going to give you a free T-shirt anyway. So.
Just mail us a check.
Through Venmo. Through Venmo.
He can't do Venmo. He's tried. Like,
just mail us a check. We'll talk about it on next Monday Night's Live. If you
do not do $100 through Super Chat. Do not do $100 through Super Chat.
John says, Mark, I get told that a lot.
What's the first part of news today? Let's get on this thing.
We're at no, they will not work on the front. So these, at least for right now, they don't make them for the front, but they do have, these are just for the rear hatch. So let's talk about one of the topics tonight, and that is going to be the fact, and this is going to kind of contradict another piece of news we're going to talk about tonight. But the big one is at 2024 Corvette Z06 sells at Mecum for about 160 grand. Now that by itself isn't a huge deal until you realize that this is a 1LZ non Z07 package car, I believe. Yeah, so that is non Z07 1LZ, not really optioned that well, and I believe the MSRP was 116. So this car still sold for almost $50,000 more. So still almost a $50,000 price markup at the auction here. And that's a good thing and a bad thing, of course. You know, good thing the values are staying up, but the bad thing is, you know, people don't want to pay over for these cars. It's that simple. No one wants to do that. So when you see this kind of stuff happening, this is the kind of information that a dealership will take and run with. And they'll be like, well, we're charging over for our Z06 because we can get $160,000 for it at Mecum. You really can't. That's not the way it works. The Mecum Mecum auctions here don't actually reflect real life pricing. But it is cool to see that it went for a little bit over. Now, another piece of the news we're going to talk about tonight, like I said, is going to kind of contradict this, and that is that the C8 values in general are tanking. They're at the lowest they've ever been, and they're continuing to fall. So even though this looks good, it's actually, the C8s in general are actually dropping considerable amounts. So I just got an email from Whitmoyer saying that they have a couple C8 Corvettes that are $4,000 to $5,000 under MSRP. And that of course, is the Stingray, but they are coming down.
I had somebody text me the other day and said, hey, man, if you can let everybody know, I've got a Stingray. And I said, oh, okay. He goes, yeah, it's like 5,000 over. I said,
nope.
I can't do it. I'm like, nobody's going to be interested, man. I'm like, sorry. Nope. I mean, you're my friend, but I'm not doing it.
Not only are they not going to be interested, they're going to tear you apart for even talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
New Horizon says auctions are a different beast, especially if you have a bidding war that jacks up the price. And that's what ends up happening at Mecum. From what I understand, it's a bunch of rich people that drink too much.
Yeah.
They're in competition with each other to basically show who's the richest
Who's
in the
got
room.
that extra 2 inches?
Right. Yeah. Or an extra $2,000.
Yeah.
Every bid that goes up. But it's basically whoever wins the bid on this car is the richest guy. That's kind of what the take I get on it. Stephen Rapp says, I think values on 70th Z06 and Z07s will see higher prices next summer as it's a classic. I think in general, the C8 prices are going to go back up come summertime across the board.
Sure.
Especially if we start working on the inflation and economy issues, which fingers crossed that happens. But
Yeah.
even if it doesn't, summertime always brings an increase in sports cars, and wintertime always brings a decrease. This is kind of a combination of things causing this pretty large decrease in C8 prices.
Not to mention interest rates aren't helping.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the economy, interest rates, and the fact that it's wintertime is what's really affecting the price of these cars. The first thing to go, if you realize your paycheck isn't getting stretched as far as it used to, the first thing to go is the non-necessities. One of the biggest non-necessities in my house is my car. I don't need that car. In order for me to provide food for myself and my wife, I don't need that car to do it. So that's the case with most people. I mean, Jason, he doesn't need his Corvette to go back and forth to work. Steve definitely.
In fact, it's almost a liability.
Nah, I just need it to look at.
Yeah. He doesn't even need it to
What it
run.
does
There's probably not even any gas in that thing.
Yeah.
Michael McCurry says, I paid $600 for a wooden bowl at an auction. Alcohol was to blame. Oh, I love these kind of stories. Yeah, Jay Clone says, do you still have it? If you still have it, I'll give you $300.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, that Corvette guy says you will see all car values drop as long as interest rates are where they are. And yeah, I know somebody who bought a pretty high-end car recently and lost a fair amount of money on it because of depreciation, interest, all that stuff. Stephen Rapp says bring a trailer often doesn't meet reserve. Yeah. Yeah.
Paul,
Mr. T says
Steve's
bound
the
to
one
happen
with
in a sports car world that's oversaturated. What'd you say, Jason?
Paul Junker. Steve's the one with the blue screen, green screen.
No.
Why?
Because that car doesn't move. It doesn't work.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
his background being like kind of bokeh'd out or whatever
Yeah.
makes it look even more like
big
it might
screen
be fake.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah, do the mime thing.
Yep.
David says, let's talk rates. In 2019, my Z06 was 2.89, and Monday, my 2024 Z06 rate is 4.99. I'll tell you what, David, 4.99 today
It's not bad.
pretty freaking solid. Like that's pretty
Yeah.
good. The best I could get was 6.25, and that was with me and my wife both having good credit on an app. So 4.99. I know it's not as good as your rate was in 2019, but it's still pretty solid.
Yeah, and both of us were higher than that. You, your ZR1, and me, my Lambo, because we sat there talking about it one day on the phone. I'm like, damn, my interest rate's high. You're like, mine too. And they were like nearly the same. And
Yeah.
ridiculous. And
Yeah,
that was several
Corvette guy.
years ago when interest rates were low.
Yeah. Corvette guy says the same thing. 4.99 is pretty decent these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it actually kind of sucks that we live in a world where 4.99 is decent because it's really not that good. But for today's standards, it is.
Yeah.
I know, like, what was it, 2015, 2014? My wife got a Lincoln, brand new Lincoln. Walks into a dealership, never looked at a car before like that. Walks into the dealership, chooses the Lincoln, signs some papers, and she gets a 0% interest rate. 0. And it's like, where did those days go?
Yeah.
No.
You know where
no,
Steve's gonna go?
No. Thanks for warning me this time, Steve.
It starts with an F and it ends with a B.
But
Somewhere's
let's
a J in the
face it,
middle.
it didn't start though with the guy that's there now, and it didn't start with the one that was there before. Like they've been printing money forever, you know.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Ronald Jackson says my son just bought a house for 6.385 interest rate. That's literally over double what my interest rate is on my house.
Do you know what mine is right now? It's like 8 point something because of the way I had to finance this house when I bought it, which is why I pretty much paid for a big gigantic chunk of it because but then it expired, and so I was like, I'm just gonna pay it off. And anyway, I think I get like $30 going to principal, so I made that multi-$1,000 payment a few months ago or a few weeks ago.
That's so gross, though. Like to see that in action. Oh.
I know.
All right, so moving on to the next little bit of news. Wow, Gen X says his house is 2.5. Mine's a little bit more than that, but
well, I know we're going into an election season, so I'm going to refinance if that happens. If not,
a little.
I may sell the 7 and be done with it.
okay. Did we catch Stephen Rapp's $50 donation?
Got it.
Okay. Stephen Rapp said I'm going to start writing checks and have a giveaway account. It's not a bad idea.
Yes, that would be awesome.
It's not a bad idea at all. You could probably write that off, Stephen. I know you're big on this kind of stuff. Write that off as some sort of charity because technically you're donating to a good cause, we'll say.
Yep.
And
even if it's not good, it's still a cause.
That's true. It is a cause. Yeah. Maybe it's not great. Okay. Looks like we do have a Venmo or two. Let's see. We got Kevin Horan donates $10, so he gets entered for the giveaway. Kevin, have you gotten a Z06 yet? I know you were pretty close to getting one last time we talked. Matt Hurley donates $150.
Woo, Matt.
Matt Hurley.
Does he really want
every
shirt?
week, Matt? He says supporting and trying to win the carbon struts. This is actually something he can use. How about that?
Yeah.
I like whenever we have giveaways that Matt, Steven, the guys who are always donating to the channel, you guys can actually use.
Yeah. We probably need to find out, like, he probably wants something besides Schmedium, and that way he could give it away as a Christmas gift.
Oh, right. Yeah. So, totally slipped my mind that we were doing that. So, Matt, let me know what size shirt you would like, because you're going to get that even if you don't win the struts. But as of right now, with $150 donation, you're in for 30 entries. Unless someone wants to try to one-up you on that, you're pretty likely to win with that amount of entries. Okay, so Kevin Horan says no, he's waiting on his Z07. Okay. Okay, we just got another one. So let's see who this was. Keith French donates $20 for the struts, so he gets entered twice.
Awesome.
Keith French, not too long ago, he's the one that won the scrape armor.
Nice. Where are the thumbs up? I don't even do the thumbs up. I haven't even done it yet. What's the matter?
Oh my Lord. Guys, smash the thumbs up button. I totally forgot. We got to get this up. We got to get these numbers up. These are rookie numbers. 82.
If it wasn't for Paul, I'd still be sitting here with my thumb like this.
Let's get the thumbs ups to 100 if we can in the next 3 minutes, which would be really awesome.
Hey, we got 160 watching, so I mean, there's at least enough people on here to do it.
We got 87 thumbs ups. We need 13 more to hit 100 in 3 minutes. Can we do it? I feel like we can do it. I know you guys are pretty good at this.
Do we have small? Do we get any small shirts?
No, they never sell.
We have medium. Yeah.
You can put it wash it on hot and stick it in the dryer a bunch of times.
Yeah. We'll have to make sure we get her one next time when we order new shirts.
Definitely.
We'll get you a medium, Matt.
Yeah, I think Jeremy's wife wants a small too. So
Yeah, we will have to get those next time because I got a couple requests for those at Carlisle as well for the usually for the kids. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Carbon fiber tooth is on constraint. Honestly, if
Yeah,
it's
it is
provided
on
by
constraint.
GM, 100% it's on constraint because
yeah.
they cannot provide any carbon fiber, it seems.
Yeah.
Well, we got
So
103 likes. Holy
there's-
cow, we do. We got 106. It didn't even take a
Oh my
minute.
gosh.
It was a
well,
minute.
because I said there was 159 people on there and we didn't. So I could technically, I talked to the people who did the extraction today, and I can go pick it up. I can technically get it and put in now, but my insurance doesn't start over till after the 1st. Since they're going to pay for a chunk of it, I'm going to wait till the 1st.
Yeah, that's what I would do too.
Yeah.
Don't pay for anything you don't have to, especially when it comes to healthcare stuff.
Yeah, and I had to pay $900 today because I didn't realize they sent me the check and not to the whatever the people are that do the extraction. And she was like, "Yeah, you owe us $900." I'm like, really?"
I'll get you next time, is what I said.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, as soon as I come back, which I'll never come back.
Yeah. Matt Hurley says, "Thanks, guys. You're very welcome, Matt. Thank you for always being a supporter of the channel.
Yes, sir.
It definitely does not go unnoticed."
No, we definitely
I like
appreciate
DBM Racing. He says he's an extra medium.
Yeah.
I personally am an extra medium.
I'm a medium.
Extra husky.
Yeah, where is Shane, the thumbs up guy?
Probably working.
Yeah,
Does he have a
probably
car
working.
payment due?
He's probably doing a drug bust. Undercover
Yeah, no
somewhere.
kidding.
He's a cop.
Yeah. All right, so guys, again, we did really, really well on those thumbs ups. That was the quickest I have ever seen us move. What was it? 18, 19? How many did I say we needed? And then the next time I looked, we were like 23 over.
Yeah, we're at 114 now.
Yep, 114. So guys, we got half an hour. Let's try to hit 200 tonight. It would be really awesome if we could. We have almost enough people in here that if everybody hit a thumbs up, we would only be about 50 shy. And people will come and go. I think we could hit 200 tonight. I'm going to keep mentioning it to the point where it absolutely drives you insane. I'd love to see 200.
Unless you forget.
Mark Surge says, "I'm so used to liking the video, I thought I forgot to realize I already liked it." Yeah, that's awesome, Mark. We appreciate the support. And again, I know it doesn't seem like much. You're clicking a little picture of a thumbs up. It actually does really help. And it helps YouTube realize that, you guys are liking the content and that they should promote the video more often, which of course is going to get more people in here in the future. And that's good for us as well. It's good for you. It's good for the entire community that we're trying to build here. So let's remember that when you're hitting the thumbs up, you're not just doing it because I'm asking you to. It really does help.
So I got something new the other day. People that watch videos, which I'm obviously one of them, so I'm talking to myself here, but they don't pay attention. So, I'm really, really, really bad at saying, hey, if you like this video, make sure you hit like. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. I actually did it the other day. My last 2 videos, I pre-recorded it, used the same one in both of them. Some guy tells me you shouldn't do that at the beginning of the video.
I saw that comment.
In case they don't like that. And I said, that's why I said, if you enjoy this video, I didn't say do it now, do it.
Yeah, do it before you watch it.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I was just like, dude, really? And he never.
You actually did a really good job of wording it in a way that sounded like, I'm asking you now, but don't do it until you actually watch the video, because if you do actually like it, make sure you do it.
Because there's a 1,005% chance if I wait to the end, I'm not going to remember.
See it. Yeah,
I won't remember. Like, I don't ever remember to do that. It just doesn't. It's not natural for me.
Statistically speaking, people don't watch all the way to the end anyway.
Dude,
so
not a chance. Not mine anyway.
In the beginning is always a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Brobarian says, have you guys seen the Paragon Performance hood scoops to help with drag? I have not seen those.
No.
I'm not sure how I missed that, because I'm constantly on Paragon's website now. Let's pull it up and see. Are they new, Brobarian? I don't see them on their featured products page here, and usually it would be on here if it was brand new product. I'm interested though. I like aerodynamic stuff, especially since I have a feeling these hood scoops would also be carbon fiber. Luke Walker says I auto hit like for all channels I subscribe to. That's also fantastic. Thank you, Luke.
No doubt.
You guys are doing the right thing. Yeah, General Lee says he's waiting for side grill guards. I'm not sure if you already have them or not, General, but the last time I talked to Scrape Armor, they made it sound like those were coming any day, and that was
A long time
months ago now. I'm not sure what's going on. They're definitely taking their time with the side scoops apparently, but yeah, Joe M says I saw their Scrape Armor like video today. It's too complicated. Scrape Armor is not complicated per se, but it is involved. You do have to take off the front bumper, and I know when I talked to Scrape Armor, they were adamant about the fact that they did everything they could to make it so you didn't have to take off that bumper, but it's just not possible without taking off the bumper. Elijah, I don't believe General has coilovers on his Z06.
I don't think so. I've never
Gen
heard him
X
talk about
Vet says I'm going to start daring people to like my videos just to get more videos, just to post. I just need to post more videos. Okay.
Yeah.
I would do that too, but go ahead. Hit that.
Oh.
You won't do it. I guarantee you won't do it.
Exactly. Brobarian said it's from ACS.
Oh, ACS?
Yeah, AC. Well, he said AC
ACS
composite, but
composite.
I mean,
yeah, those are the those aren't hood scoops. Those
the
are
vent,
for,
the vent intakes, the ones that go up.
Those are for cooling the engine bay.
Yeah. We've put some bloopers in a few times, Paul. They're more interesting than the video most of the time.
Yeah. Especially if it's Jason and Steve, they are insanely interesting and funny to watch because I don't know. You guys
Here's
are
where
like,
the biggest problem lies, though. Steve doesn't have this issue, but I do. I can't put my clips in because I have to bleep.
Yep, I was gonna say that's exactly why mine don't go in, because every other word out of my mouth is something that YouTube would absolutely hate.
And not only that, I try to keep all my videos with absolutely no profanity whatsoever. You know what I mean? And
unfortunately, that doesn't mean that we don't use those words. It just means
exactly.
they don't go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lewis says that's why you ordered a Scrape Armor as an LPO option, because then the dealers install them.
Yep.
That honestly, that's how I would have done it if I wasn't planning on taking off my front bumper anyway, because obviously I did for Segala stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, Michael McCurry. I'm sorry, I should have clarified. It's only for the Z06. The C8 Stingray is designed from Scrape Armor, so you don't have to take off the bumper. But for the Z06, there's no way to do it without moving that bumper, at least for the Scrape Armor kit. Yeah, Omid, that has actually been talked about quite a lot. He said that he told Josh Holder about the fact that most C8 owners wish GM would just install these grill guards standard at the factory instead of making us do it after the fact. And he says, let's see if they do that in the future. I've heard a lot of people talk about that, and it may happen eventually, because GM has officially licensed Scrape Armor to sell these because they don't inhibit airflow or anything like that. So if it's an official GM part anyway, why wouldn't they just install them? I mean, they at some point on the assembly line, there's no bumpers on the car.
Yeah, I know.
Put those on the back of the bumpers before you put the bumper on.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Surge says, Justin, if I flew out to you next summer when the weather is good, will you give me a ride in your Z01 and Z06? I don't have any Corvettes to enjoy. Absolutely, Mark. Absolutely. I just took a subscriber for a ride in my Z06 today, and the high today was only like 45 degrees. There's no salt on the roads. I had an excuse to get the car out. I did it. So yeah, if you come out this way, shoot me a message. I will absolutely do what I can to get you in at least one of those cars.
I saw a girl walking down the street today, man. She had like her money sign out. I gave her a ride. I was like, where do you need to go? And weirdly enough, she worked at the strip club, and
Such
felt
a nice
bad
guy.
for her.
Such a nice guy.
I just
You're right next to Corvette warehouse.
exactly. That's what.
Wow.
It is. There's one.
100%.
Okay, so we got Sherry Sharp donates $20.
Nice.
That's Bill Sharp's wife, I believe.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Thank you guys. You guys are all the reason why we are still doing this. So
I know I have like short-term memory issues, and that's a fact. Did we talk about the news? And
we talked a little bit. I'm working my way through. We have 2 more tabs of information open.
I was gonna say because I don't even remember. But
Nice. Let's see. Mr. T says GM overcharges for everything. That's funny because I just saw a commercial from them talking about how they were charging less than anybody else for their cars or something. It was on the football game I was watching last night. And it was something like how GM has not increased the price of their cars like their competitors have and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there thinking, wow, yeah, I just paid $150,000 for a Corvette. Yeah, you guys didn't increase the price at all. But it's so funny because everybody knows that they are, and it's almost like they're playing on that by saying, no, we didn't do that. Oh, yeah. Luke Walker says, wrenching on cars equals automatic profanity. It does. It is exceptionally difficult to keep the profanity out, especially when it's not going your way. There's so many times on my videos that when I'm watching them as I'm editing, that I'll actually start laughing because I'm so angry on this video and throwing around words, and it's just like, it's hilarious after the fact. But during that moment, I am as far away from laughing as possible.
Yeah. The funny thing is Steve does all the work and I'm still the one angry cussing.
Yeah. You're cussing for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to get that plug undone.
Joey B says, I paid for them, grill guards, and to be installed on my E-Ray if I ever get it. Here's something to consider, guys. I don't know how many of you guys are local to me, but if you have the grill guards for your car, a friend of mine and myself, we can actually install them for you. I've done 2 or 3 cars as of now. I can get that bumper off and the kit installed relatively quickly now. So if you're close to me in the Pittsburgh area, we can do that. Jay Clone says winter tires. Nope, no winter tires. The Sport 4S's, they do okay. They were cold most of the day, but I only lost traction once, and that was because I hammered the throttle like Steve did. Let's see. Gen X says, horsepower obsessed, if I come out, can I get a ride too? I'll buy lunch at Taco Bell. It's actually funny you say that, because my subscriber that I gave a ride to today, guess where he bought me lunch? And yes, you absolutely can. If you come out, I will give you a ride in the cars. That goes for any of you guys. If you're in the area, or if you wanted to come out here, I will give you a ride in the cars. We can sit around and talk cars for as long as you want. That's what this whole thing's about. The community only works if stuff like that is offered. So absolutely.
Yeah.
Paul Youngster says, you mean she gave you a ride?
Yeah,
I know I'm a little bit behind on these comments, but that's funny.
Stupid fast truck. Profanity is why I do voiceovers in my in post in my videos. Exactly.
That's oftentimes I've had it before where I'll film an outro and the outro either for some reason doesn't exist after I filmed it, which happens more often than it should, or something is said that is either incorrect, or you can catch a word from one of my friends in the background and they're talking about something heinous, and I gotta just mute it and do a voiceover.
Wow.
Well, I just subscribed to Super Fast Truck because I didn't know we had a channel.
How many subs does he have?
2,000 something.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna have to as well. I didn't know he had a channel either.
I knew. That's why when I saw that, I was like, when he said post, I knew it wasn't just some guy that was randomly, 2.27.
Huh. All right.
Now he's 2.27 and 1.
Stupid Fast Truck has a YouTube channel, guys. You might want to check it out. It's probably about a truck that's pretty fast.
That was me. Yeah, I haven't watched any videos, but that was my assumption.
Yeah. He does have a C8 as an icon on his account, so
Yes.
it might be some Corvette content too. Check it
Yep.
out. Elijah says, Justin, does blackout tinting install night drive C5 headlights? No, typically I always say we, but a lot, I only co-own the blackout in Florida, so the Pennsylvania and the St. Louis ones are owned by Josh, but typically they try to avoid any of that. I will offer kind of my own services as far as installing some things for Corvettes and whatnot if it helps get the car in the shop. But in that case, I would say no, because I've never seen those installed, so I wouldn't be able to assist with that. And odds are good nobody up there has installed them either. Barbarian says, I gave a ride to somebody. I had a feeling I was about to get stabbed, so I stopped. That's a good reason to stop. I mean,
Yeah,
I've heard
it
of
is.
other reasons, but Darren Burnett says, if Justin cuts the show short tonight, blame Taco Bell.
Yeah.
But
I haven't
blame
had
my
that couple of
subscriber that
days.
bought me Taco Bell. Nice. There's no Corvette videos, all truck videos. So
Yeah.
the name of the channel is legit.
Yep.
And there's Dad's Garage says he will also sub. He didn't know
Yeah.
that you had a channel either. And Luke Walker. 11 Second Eclipse has 280 subs. I didn't know he did YouTube videos either.
No.
I'm gonna have to subscribe to him. I know he has a pretty good sense of humor. That's
Exactly.
11 Second Eclipse and LT4 powered, and I'm not sure if he's on here tonight, but you two in person would be an absolute hoot to watch, because you guys have the exact same sense of humor, and to watch you guys go back and forth would be really something else. So maybe one of these days we can get you at Corvettes at Carlisle or something. I know you came, I think, last year. I don't think I've ever seen LT4 powered there though, but you guys are funny. That's my long way of saying that. Steven Rapp says, Steve, how many miles do you have on your car?
300.
300?
I'm just kidding.
2100.
Oh, I was gonna say, God, if it's 300, I'm literally gonna be like, what? I
No,
probably
it's
3,200
right.
today in my car.
I
3,400
watched
miles.
this 6 weeks ago and it's been parked since. I haven't even driven it since it's been washed. It needs dust. I need to dust it.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
And we're going into winter. Oh,
Tyler has a channel. New Horizon has a channel.
I can't. Yeah, New Horizon does. I can't find 11 Second Eclipse's channel.
I think it's called 11 Second Eclipse.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's not popping up.
Barbarian says, I want those guards. However, I'm in Virginia. I'm in Pennsylvania. It's probably not that far of a drive. Buy them, drive up. Make a day out of it. 11 Second Eclipse said he doesn't really do videos. He just has a couple.
I was gonna say, because it's not pulling up.
Hey,
Okay.
Justin.
Yeah.
I got a message from someone. Check your email. It says, have Justin check the photo I just sent, but can't show him. You can't show it.
Was it from that girl I picked up?
No, but
Email?
I
I got a
I don't know.
text message from that person, I think.
yeah,
Begin with a K?
yes. I just don't want
yeah.
to.
Oh, yeah.
She's hot.
Okay, send
No.
it to me.
Oh,
I
you want me
know.
to send it to you?
Yeah, because they didn't send it. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll send it to you. All right, guys. So I just got a picture from someone
wait.
who like makes car parts and stuff. And something very cool is coming for some cool cars very soon. I know that couldn't be more cryptic if I tried, but we're not allowed to share this stuff yet, but we got a little bit of an inside scoop on something. And this thing, I've been waiting for this since, I feel like it's been forever, but we got a couple of donations too. Darren Burnett donates $20, so he gets 2 entries. Nope, that's the only one.
Oh.
So guys, if you could smash the thumbs up button. Let's see where we're at with that. 130. We got 13 minutes still. I'm sure we could hit 200, right? I don't care if my math is off, because I know it is. But We got 100, almost 150 people watching. People will come, people will go. So those of you who haven't hit thumbs up yet, please smash the thumbs up button. It really helps. Yeah, that's right. So I was actually going to tell you that, Barbarian. General Lee has a person at a dealership near him, and he's in Virginia as well, that he really trusts to work on his car. And apparently she does a really good job of installing these things. So might be a good position there too.
Oh.
NBA, I may or may not have been talking about that. All right, so let's talk one little bit more about some news.
Okay, Justin, that person, you can show, well, what you're looking at, we can tell them it's for the Z06. And I'm supposed to know, what is your favorite number, Justin? Because it's numbered.
Oh.
20?
Okay.
20.
Okay.
Yes.
Dude, that's going to be a game changer for the Z06.
That is.
Yeah.
Oh, and I actually recently bought something for the Z06. I don't really want to talk. I don't want to give it away yet, but I bought a part for it from Street Speed. And once I install that, it's also going to add about 20 more horsepower on top of this other thing we're talking about that's going to be somewhere around that same amount. Like, by the time it's said and done, my Z06 is going to be over 700 horsepower to the crank, which, if you think about that as a naturally aspirated engine, that is totally unreal. Oh, wow. Bill Sharp says, Steve, don't feel bad about your mileage on your C8. I have a 93 Viper that I bought new and it only has 3,200 miles on it.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That is
I
very
love the
crazy.
Viper.
That's
I love
probably the
the Viper.
lowest in the world. Unless somebody's just had one that never got drove at all.
Mm-hmm. We saw a red one yesterday. My wife's like, and she knows what the Viper is, but it was behind us. She's like, oh my gosh, what is that? I'm like, it's a Viper. She's like, okay, I want it. I'm like, that clutch will kill you. You do not want it.
A Viper?
Mm-hmm.
What generation?
It looked like it was probably like I think it's a 97 or something like that, or 07. I don't remember. It was 07, not 97, 07.
Oh, the new ones. The newest one was like, I think they stopped making them in 13.
Mm-hmm.
Those were pretty decent, but the older ones, like the one Bill Sharp's talking about, the 93, those were volatile cars.
I drove
you have to really know how to drive that car at its limit, because that car will kill you.
Dude, I drove, it was either an 05 or an 07, and I don't remember. It was brand new, literally off the showroom floor. I thought, I got to start taking steroids or I wouldn't be able to drive this thing, man. Like,
yeah, they're raw cars for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Matt said, just don't install
Fab
Speed Sport Cats.
I can tell you part of that statement is what I'm doing, and the other part is not what I'm doing. So,
Joy B.
Street Speed has gone to the dark side with his new Mustang to increase viewership.
But is that going to help?
It's not going to help. And if that's really why he did it, I hope that's not why he did it, because it's going to do the opposite of that.
Yep.
But he'll figure it out. He's a smart enough guy.
When he got
Rap says, Steve, how about a new firearm case from that company as a giveaway? They have a newer one. They have one newer than the one you had.
We gave it away 3 weeks ago.
yeah. I was going to say, Steve has a good good relationship with them, so you'll see them on the channel again for sure. Just probably not this soon. Joey B. Arreste says, did you guys get the list published today for Ron Fellows' future dates? When is the HPO crew going? As of now, the HPO crew is going at the end of January. The problem is they only have 6 spots available in any given class. So
Jose,
that was the soonest we could get in there, was the end of January. And as soon as I put up the fact that we were looking for a list, it filled up, and that was that. Unfortunately, I was hoping we'd have more than 6, but 6 Z06 is it. So that's already kind of done, and it's at the end of January. It's January 28th and 29th, I believe. Or no, 29th and 30th. So if any of you guys want to show up that day, you're more than welcome to. We'll be there 29th and 30th. But I don't think they have any spots available, not for the Z06 at least. They might have some for the Stingray.
Jose.
Jose,
Oh yeah, Jose, what's up? He donates $50. He says late making it, but I made it, and he does have a C8, so he can get 5 entries for
got it.
The struts. So we got 137 thumbs ups, guys. I want to talk a little bit more about the giveaway for those of you just joining. If you haven't seen what the giveaway is tonight, every $10 will get you an entry to win these things. These are the struts from Paragon Performance for the rear hatch on your C8 Corvette. The biggest benefit that they offer is that they are 2.5 pounds lighter, 2.6 pounds to be exact, lighter than the stock struts. They open smoother and further than the stock struts as well. And obviously they're made out of real carbon fiber and stainless steel. So really a cool option. If you donate $100 through Venmo, you'll get 2 times entries and you'll get a free Vet Syndicate t-shirt, whether you win or not. And if you don't want to donate that much and you just want to throw $10 at it, that will get you an entry as well. So get in on these things, guys. Paragon Performance was nice enough to donate them to the channel for you guys. They are, of course, the sponsor of the week. So be sure to get in on this because you could possibly win them here for $10. Yeah. BPR Z06 says, Matt Hurley is your new Z07 on Instagram. I don't think I've seen it. He hasn't posted it yet. It's getting paint corrected, expel, coated, tinted. Now I'll be out of time to next week, so hopefully I'll get some good pics. Yeah, so Matt, once you get everything done, just shoot me a couple pictures and a paragraph about your car to my email, horsepowerobsessed, and we'll get you his car of the week. I don't think I actually have any available car of the week, so let me see if I do.
Generally, yes, they offer them in blue. I can get you a blue one if you win.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot to mention that, and I knew I was going to forget. They do come in different colors. So it is not strictly the typical black carbon fiber. These actually do come in red carbon fiber and blue carbon fiber as well. I think those are the only 2 colors they offer, though. So you don't have to get the standard carbon fiber. You can get a little bit of a color back there if you want. I should have mentioned that because I knew General Lee would definitely want blue. And yes, they do come in blue.
Oh, they look good in blue too.
Yeah, I actually have a blue one and a red one downstairs that I just put in a box.
There's blue
those
right
are
there.
Really blue. That actually looks a lot like Hellcart.
Yeah, that'd be good for General Lee's car right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Matt Hurley says, yeah, I sold it. BPR Z06. I loved it, but 11 months of ownership, 4,000 miles. I kept watching all of HPO's videos and I couldn't help myself. I had to hunt down a black Z07 coupe. Yeah. I know obviously I'm a little bit biased, but the car does look really good in black. You know, it does. So Matt Hurley says, so technically Justin cost me more money.
Mm-hmm.
General, you shouldn't order, man. If you throw $10 at the channel here, you might win them. You might as well try that first.
Yep.
John Perkins says they look good. Yes, they do. And they do come in red. I know you like the red X-Brace you got and everything, so you could get these for, again, you on the visor, I think. What did he donate? Did he donate $100? I can't remember. Either way, he wanted the thing's a $500 product, and he won it for $100. Let's see. What's this? We don't have any more entries here, guys, but we are getting close to the end. So if you are interested in the giveaway, let's definitely look at that here pretty soon. We're going to talk a little bit more news here in a second. I wanted to mention this real quick. If you guys haven't seen this yet, the Corvette assembly plant has suspended tours beginning February 5th. Now, there's a lot of people talking about this online right now and speculating that this is not just because of the E-Ray, but could potentially be because of the ZR1. That is not me speculating that. That is just some of the stuff that I've read. But to me, I think it's probably more so E-Ray related. Now, if you guys have been following this at all, they have already retooled, I'm pretty sure, for the E-Ray. They did it right around the time that Shane was down at the National Corvette Museum Bash. At that point, they were retooling for the E-Ray. So why they would have to shut down again in February kind of seems suspect, considering they should already be retooled for the E-Ray. So this could be them setting up for the ZR1. And if it is, then this is definitely earlier than I suspected the ZR1 to come. So it's interesting. What are your thoughts? Why do you think the Corvette assembly plant is closing plant tours beginning February 5th? And from what I can tell, they have not given a date as to when they'll be back open. So right now they're allowing you to reserve your spot through February 2nd, apparently. Yeah. So it says it's going to be suspended starting the week of February 5th, but unfortunately there is no date for when the tours will resume. So it could be closed for months. I mean, I doubt that, but it is possible.
I think they're closing for the next pandemic. They got the memo.
I was going to say that. That's why I was giggling. That's why I literally was giggling. I'm like, not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. And then you say it.
We like to keep Justin on his toes, man.
Justin needs one of those little red buttons. Like,
he needs that cough button.
Oh, God. I need a button right here that I can just push real quick, and what it does is just mute you guys.
That's what I said. Well, you need that cough button, but for us.
Yeah. Like, oh, sorry, guys. They're having a coughing fit. I don't know what happened to them. J.R. Griffith says that there were ZR1 parts there whenever I was at the museum in November. So there is a good chance this is being shut down for the ZR1, which is absolutely crazy because I didn't know that the ZR1 was that close. Like, a lot of people were speculating that that car could possibly be a 26, and I was kind of thinking it could be a 26 as well. But if they're putting this thing together already, it's going to be a 25. Yeah, so New Horizon said, I made a video about it. It's going to be there for captured test fleet ZR1s and maybe some mid-cycle updates like removing the wall of buttons from the C8 and adding a no crap handle back. I'll be honest with you, Carlos. I don't know why this keeps coming up. I very, very, very highly doubt that GM is ever going to remove that wall of buttons. I don't really see why they would. At this point,
I kind of like it.
I know. And at this point, it's kind of the staple of the C8. Like, people see that and they're like, oh, C8. I don't know why you would ever change that. Or better yet, I don't know how they could change it and make it look good without totally reinventing the interior.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a reason for it. I just
when it first came out, I was like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. And
same.
then after I had it, I was like, so convenient.
Yep.
I love it.
It was the same thing with the square steering wheel. I thought that was hideous until I actually drive the car and I sit and I'm looking at it. It's one of the nicest steering wheels I've ever seen.
When I get back in my Z06, I'm like,
way better than a round steering wheel.
Yes. Every time I drive the Z06, I love it, but I go,
Yeah. Daryl DC8 says they are closing to build the ZR1s that they're going to bring to Carlisle. It's very possible. That would be the captured test fleet vehicles typically. It is possible, but I feel like this is a little early for them to be building the ZR1 already, especially since a lot of people online are speculating it's going to be a 26.
I don't think they need to redesign but you know what? I didn't think they needed to do it the way they did it, and I ended up liking it. So maybe
I hope they do, because I think it'd be stupid redesigned when it brought down lower. So I'd rather have the car that's the cool one now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the buttons, the wall of buttons, but I'm not a fan. Like, I think it looks fine. I think it goes well with the design language of the car. I don't think that it needs to be changed. I don't. The problem is if they do redo it, it's going to end up being distastefully done, because what they're going to end up doing is removing almost all the buttons off of there and making them only available on the infotainment system, which is going to be a giant pain in the butt. So it's just, I would rather they didn't touch it.
You know what they want to spend some money on? Move the stupid volume button. I hate that thing. It's like, it's in the worst area.
Me and Larry Anthony had a conversation about this the other day, because like you're driving, and to get to that volume button, you actually have to go and reach around the steering wheel.
Why is it not like?
That's why I use the
right
volume button on the steering wheel.
Just reach up on the lower part.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it should be right at the bottom, right at the bottom where you can reach while your hands resting on that Corvette pad, right at the bottom of the infotainment system, and then right beside it is where the home button should be. Instead, they put it all the way over behind the freaking steering wheel, which makes it a real pain.
That's why I don't use that one. I can't even find it. I forget where it is. I'm like looking all over for it. I'm like, screw it. I'm just using the steering wheel because I forget about it.
Yeah.
Jose agrees.
Venmo,
so the only
John
other thing to really
Perkins.
talk about, guys, is that the E-RAY is competing for Performance Car of the Year. So this is happening right now on Road and Track's Road and Track is doing the Performance Car of the Year, and the E-RAY is competing. Now, if you remember back when the Z06 came out, the Z06 competed for this as well. The Z06 competed against some really, really intense cars. The cars that the E-RAY is competing against are less intense, in my opinion. So I feel like the E-RAY is probably going to win this one, whereas the Z06 did not win, but it came pretty close because it was competing against a lot stronger cars. So yeah, odds are good the E-RAY will win this, if I had to guess. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys, I want to give you another couple minutes to get your donations in.
Yeah, somebody else sent one.
John Perkins sent one.
John Perkins sends $50. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
That will get you 5 entries. Yeah, Stephen Rapp says, I think the wall is one of the coolest things, and it creates that airplane look and a feel and world. Yeah, the nacelles related to the jet engines on a convertible. Yeah, so it does give a really dedicated driver's focus with that wall and having everything kind of turned towards the driver. I really believe that was a good design choice, and I feel like it would be a bad idea for them to mess with it, because like I said, for them to flatten that out, they're going to end up putting all those buttons on the infotainment system, because there's nowhere else the buttons can go unless you flatten those out too, and then you're going to be constantly hitting them by accident because they're going to be setting stuff on them.
Hey, I just want to remind people, if you're donating $100, you get a Vet Syndicate t-shirt with it.
Yeah. And you'll get that whether you win or not. So
that's right.
As of right now, Matt Hurley is the only one that has donated that amount. But if any of you want to get that shirt for free, you can do that. And Elijah said the Z06 should have been the Performance Car of the Year, and it absolutely should have been. But it was going against some seriously difficult cars. So I can kind of understand why it didn't. But General Lee says that he ordered the struts. Thanks for the ideas. Patience is not one of my strong points. Yeah, we know, General. But you're very welcome. We're happy to help one way or another. Yeah, exactly. Jose says, change it, but for what? A passenger armrest? And that's ultimately all it's not going to change anything. The interior is going to stay the same. So why mess with it? It's not like you can remove that and then in its place you can add something that gives the car 80 more horsepower. Like, it's just, it's pointless. Judy's in the house. She says, I use the volume button on the steering wheel. It's on the bottom right. Yeah, that's the one I use 90% of the time as well, because I feel like I'm going to wreck my car if I'm like looking for the volume button all the time. Joey B says GM should let us vote on keeping the wall versus not. Yeah, right. The GM, that would be great. In a perfect world, GM would let us do that, but it's never going to happen.
Hey, Darren was wanting to know if there's anybody that has their bonus points is past due, and because remember, he's getting the runaround from the GM about it.
Oh, was that him, the text? That I didn't get to look at who that was.
He was getting the runaround from GM. They've escalated it for like 6 weeks and still haven't gotten back to him about his 5,000 points that are technically past due that he has not received. Has anybody else experienced that? Jose, you have a Z06 as well. Have you had that issue?
Darren, how far past due are you, Darren? Like,
It's a ways.
when did you hit 6 months? Because I know a lot of the people on the forums were saying that it was like 6 months and 2 or 3 weeks or something. So it ended up being almost 7 months, if I recall correctly.
Steven Rapp got his.
Technically I should be getting mine by February, end of January, beginning of February. General Lee says, I love the wall. It makes the passenger realize there's nothing for them to hold on to. Jose says he hasn't even checked. Let him look. Yeah, that's a lot of points. And the thing is like, because I don't have GM Financial, I can't even use those points to pay my car payment. I don't really know that I need $5,000 worth of GM accessories. So I don't even know what the heck I'm going to do with mine.
400 pairs of floor mats.
Right. I actually did want to get the Jake Skull cargo floor mat and frunk floor mat, but not the floor mats for the car. You know what I mean?
I had the one. I have them for the frunk and the trunk, but when I put the Eventuri in, it doesn't allow for the.
And it definitely won't fit with the coupe.
No.
Because
really?
it doesn't fit with the hardtop convertible.
No.
And his is, if you look from the side, it's almost flat. This one sticks out a lot farther.
Yeah. So it won't fit around that?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could cut it if you wanted to cut it and hide
that
it
would
some
look
way,
bad.
but
Yeah.
Bad.
I'm disappointed though because I love those. But
I
we
like
give
the
those
idea of
away
it for the
No.
front and
Yeah.
for the trunk.
Yeah. The front one you can get.
That's true. NBA Live says you can use it for service. I'll probably put it towards, or no, I won't even, because that's, you get the only service I really use is the lock and unlock feature from your cell phone and remote start and stuff. But
they sell tires?
Oh, do they sell tires?
No, I'm saying do they sell tires? Because
Oh yeah, you know what? You can buy the tires through your dealership. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Use it for
Well,
something
now
like
all of a
that.
sudden that's becoming a little more.
You're
Oh,
gonna start checking on your
service. He
points.
actually meant service, like dealer service. That's true too.
Right.
That is what I want to
Oil
use them for.
changes and
That's why I use for my oil change.
yeah.
Yep. Oil credits
Both
for
oil
changes.
changes.
Yeah. 1170 clips. I always do the oil changes on my Z01 myself because the Z01 is very, very, very easy to do an oil change on. I would rather not risk having the dealership mess with that. But for the Z06, since it's still in warranty, I would have them do the transmission filter.
I got
All
a
right,
question.
how many thumbs ups do we got here? Let's see.
All of
Did we
them?
get any more donations? No more donations.
Hey, how often should I change my because it's something I don't actually know, my clutch fluid in my Z06?
If you do the thing where I did, the sucking it out and then add new
right.
fluid, I would do that probably every oil change at least.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
I'm like 2 oil changes behind.
It's going to be gross when you open it up.
I know. Well, the last time I did it was when we did it at Steve's house and made one of the our first jumping picture.
First
ever.
jumping video, yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's pretty cool. All right, guys, so I'm going to give you 2 more minutes to get your last minute entries in, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. So if you guys want to get entered in to win the Paragon Performance Struts for your C8 Corvette, I'm going to show them one more time here. So there's a couple benefits to these things that are outside of just the fact that it will open up your rear hatch quicker, smoother, and higher. It also drops 2.6 pounds off the stock units. It's carbon fiber body and stainless steel construction, so they'll pretty much last
looks
forever.
way better.
They do look way better. Not only do they look better, they operate better, and it reduces weight on your car. I mean, you literally can't beat that. That's all the pros you could possibly want from a part. And they're coming from Paragon Performance, which means you know they're going to be quality. Yeah, General Lee says what's funny is the more you spend the points, the more they reward you with points. Yeah, I know. I got the other day. I got like 800 points from GM for just because they liked me, I guess.
Didn't we get points on ours when we bought them?
Yeah.
See, I
Yeah.
don't even know how to tell.
I use mine for my install for the high wing.
Oh,
See,
that's right. Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, how do I check?
Go to mychevrolet.com, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. You should have an account.
You
Yeah,
can do
need
it
an
from the
account
app.
there. Or you can
do it
download
from
the app.
app.
Yeah, you can download the app too.
Oh, I'm tired.
But if you go to basically download the app or go to mychevrolet.com, you can log in there and it will show you how many points you have.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up.
Let's see. Do we have any more Venmos?
If not, let's run it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Both?
All right, I think we're done, guys. So we're going to go ahead and run the giveaway.
I'm ready. Here we go. And the winner is...
I think it's me. Shocking.
He's like, there you go.
What do you have? 30 entries. That's why.
Yeah. Everybody else had like 2 or 5 or...
So I guess I'll send you the info, or should I just send it straight to Corey?
Send it. That's Corey.
Okay. All right. So Matt Hurley, congratulations. You won the struts. So you'll have a little bit more carbon fiber on your car to go with that waterfall that you won as well. So big congrats. Everybody join me in congratulating Matt.
The cool part is that's about what they cost, and you're supporting our channel at the same time. So it's a way to win.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So he got the struts for $150. He got the struts and a T-shirt, and
Yeah.
the struts on Paragon's website are about $130 before tax and shipping, and our shirts are $30. So you actually saved money by donating and winning that way.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
The
Congrats, Matt.
Hurlster.
Definitely shoot me some pictures, Matt, of the waterfall in your car and the struts when you get them.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much going to do it for today, guys. So if you liked what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It would really help the channel. This is what they look like in case you guys need to be reminded. Those thumbs ups. And while you're at it, maybe smash the subscribe button too, because we're going to be doing these Monday Night Live videos every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, if you want Corvette news, Corvette hangouts, this is the place to be. So that's going to do it for today, though, guys. We will see you guys same time, same place next Monday night. See ya.